Hello guys and welcome. This is the first tutorial in the series I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be teaching everybody how to use AutoCAD 2015 and 2016. Now what I'm going to do is in this video we're going to set up your AutoCAD. We're going to get this going. So right now I have my AutoCAD sitting down here in my dock. I'm just going to hit on it and it's going to take a couple seconds to start up. If this is the first time you've started AutoCAD, it's going to take a little while. Just give it its time. Okay, and here once it's all going up, you're going to have in the lower bottom right around here, you're going to have like a few files it's going to give you. And you can click on any one of those and just open it up so you can see it. I have this one right here I'm just going to open. And right here, it's just a little complicated drawing. It's pretty much nothing. It's just something really dumb right there. Like nothing to see at all. It's just there. So when you're done with that, you just want to like X that out. You do not want to save that and just get out. Just leave it. So what you're going to do next is you're going to come over here to your little search bar. You're going to hit that. Mine isn't coming up right now, but you're going to type import and just hit enter. And it'll pop this up. At the top it'll say import custom settings. It's going to be importing settings for your AutoCAD 2015. Okay, so right here, this file will be in the description. This is where all your custom settings are going to come from. So you're going to hit open. It's going to process some data. And then when this gets done right here, you're going to hit unclick this little box that's right here. Don't hit OK. Otherwise, it's going to display a bunch of useless information. It's going to start up your browser and you don't really need that. So once you've unchecked that, just hit OK. And when that's done, your AutoCAD will have all the customization files that you're ever going to need. So once this loads up, we'll be good to go. Okay, so that's all loaded up. We're just going to start a new drawing. And if this bar right up here comes up, don't worry, it's not a big hassle. You can just hit like that little thing or something right here, that little thing. And for some reason this keeps coming up too. So this is going to be a little bit of a hassle for you. Not very much though. You're just going to right click up here and it's going to show all this. So you're just going to come down here to show panels and you're just going to keep clicking those things off. And once you've gotten all those done, it should just get rid of that whole space right there, so you get even more space on your drawing screen, because none of that stuff that you have right there you are ever going to use. Okay, so now that that's done, we have one other thing to do, well, a couple other things to do before your AutoCAD is completely set up. So now we're going to come over here into this open space that's right here. You're going to right click. You're going to come down here to lock location, and you see this one that's checked, uncheck it. So that's done. You're going to see these little bars right here on the side of all these things. You don't want to mess with those. These are all fine. But what you're going to do next is you're going to come over here to this bar. You're going to be over one of the bars. You're going to right click, and it's going to pop up this whole big box of all these different things. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to Polylines and 3D Tools, this one right here, and you're going to click on it. And when that clicks up, it's going to give you this guy right here. And ooh, that is some pretty cool stuff right there. So right here, it's going to pop up on your screen, and you just want to drop that in your little box right here. It doesn't matter whether it's all the way over here to this side, or it's all the way on the other side. It's just there. That's all we need. So now that we have that there, we're good to go. So now we're going to come back here. We're going to right click in our open space, go to lock location, and we're going to re-click that, so we don't see those bars anymore, because we don't want to accidentally mess with those when we're doing our drawings. Okay, so the last thing that we have to do now, this is going to be the really last thing, guys, okay? So we're going to hit this right here, and you get all these options right here. A lot of these are really useless to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to uncheck coordinates, you're going to check grid, you're going to keep coming down. Ortho is good. Ortho makes you draw straight up and down lines. So when you don't want that, you draw free. When you want that, you're drawing like completely perfect 90-degree angles, whatever you need there. Isometric drafting lets us go to 30, 60, 90, 45, whatever we need to there. 2D object snap, that lets us connect lines to like precision, like 0.000001, so like really accurate. And once that's done, we can keep coming down, and that is pretty much it. We do not need quick properties though. We do need graphics performance and clean screen. Okay, so I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about what all these things do. So like right here you have your grid. It just gives you like a perception of how big things are, or like how close they are to being in the center of the page. And you can a lot of times you can right click on things and you can see like a bigger dialog box. Right now this one doesn't have any of that, so we're just going to leave that alone. And I prefer to have the grid off, but you guys can have it on. So next thing we're going to check out ortho. So with ortho, I can only draw straight lines. I can't go anywhere else. It's just straight lines, just straight. Nothing I can do. So I'm going to get rid of these now. Okay, so now that those are gone, we know what ortho does. And see, when I unclick that, that's off. When I do this, I can draw whichever way I want. I can do anything I want with this, just wherever. So now that that's done, we can go back and highlight all of that and then just hit delete. Simple as that. Okay, I prefer to have ortho on because I do a lot of drawings that have to do with that. Right now here, this is isometric drafting. We're not going to deal with that until later. Right here is 2D snap. So what this does is when you take your line, there's your line. Okay, this allows you to connect onto the end using that little box. So you're on that box, you just connect to it, and then you can connect to it again, and there you go, you have a rectangle, perfectly square on all different sides. So now that's pretty much all you do with that. Okay, and when you want to just, and you're just done with this, you've got so much still going every single which way, you have no idea what's going on with your page, and you just want to scrap the whole thing, like, all you have to do is come over here to this little guy right here, clean screen. Oh, dang. That didn't do what I thought it would. I accidentally grabbed the wrong one. There are multiple program types of the same program. AutoCAD has a lot of those. I don't know why they do it, but just forget about that right now. I'll get that fixed later. But what we're going to do is just take this, and you're going to drag it this way, because when you drag the green, it selects everything it touches. So when you do that, it highlights everything, and then just simply hit delete. But let's just say, for example, you did it the other way. I'm going to draw a couple of these lines just so you can see it. And when you drag this way, you're going to get blue. And as you see it on the screen, blue only highlights what it has completely inside of it. So like if you only have that one line inside of it, it's only going to highlight that one line. And then you're only going to be able to delete that one line. So I recommend just using the green most of the time because it hits everything that you need to get. Okay guys, so that is going to be the end of this first video. I apologize for some of my blabbering. It will get better as we go on. And have fun, learn a little bit, and I'll see you next time.